Yeah, I think this is working. I don't know. Hey, Andrew and Peter. Hello. What's happening? Thank you, Peter. It's from like the 90s. It's a Tanglewood. Yeah. Ah. Oh my God. I'm waiting for my friend to join. Is my audio okay? There's no reverb or sort of echo coming back from my TV, is there? Also. So yes, I'm waiting for my friend to join. Good. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I haven't been very active on YouTube recently, so a random live stream is kind of happening, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just not really sort of. I don't care too much about fragrances nowadays. I still wear them every day, but sort of. I don't know, the whole sort of acquisition thing is dying off. But hey, so here's my mate, Kevin. Oh, wow. Wow, what an introduction. What an introduction. Holy shit. Yeah. This is Kevin, everyone. Money burner. My mate from Canada. So what was I saying? Fragrances. And I'd say I have not been sort of too interested in them. I've bought a couple recently. My sort of acquisition died off. I just wasn't buying fragrances all the time. I went through a really long spell of just buying fragrances constantly. And I don't do that nowadays. But I've kind of done it a bit the past few weeks. I bought a couple of stuff. I have a first impressions video that I've recorded the first part of. I need to go and sort of follow up on that. I done that like 3 weeks ago. I've also got a fragrance that I bought in June, and it's in the packaging still. So it's pushing 4 months now since that's been in my possession. Hey, what's that smell? Hello, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, I don't play too much guitar nowadays. I broke this finger back in. You see this? It's bent. Here's Kevin. Yeah, my fingers are kind of fucked.
What is this, a variety show? You're playing the guitar, you're talking, inviting guests. You're really pushing to entertain the people.
I try, bro. I try. What's going down?
Dude, your fans are thrilled, man. They're so happy to see you back.
Yeah, fans. I didn't mean that dismissively. Fans.
Fuck me. Excuse me.
Jesus Christ, like this guy. Yeah, sorry. So I snapped the tendon in this finger and I fractured this finger. I was mountain biking. I've got my mountain bike here. And I basically sort of messed up on a jump. I'm sure I am now.
So what happened? You messed up your bike?
No, the bike was fine. I ended up going over the handlebars and landing. One sec, let me put this guitar back. I came down on my hands like this instead of landing, rolling. I came down on my fingers. And yeah, my hand was just like sort of buzzing with adrenaline.
Oh boy.
The biking's good. I haven't really talked about it on my channel that much, but I've been cycling every day for the past pushing 20 months, maybe 19, 20 months.
That's crazy.
But I mean, some days were 2 kilometers, going to the shop or something. But I've kept up this whole routine of cycling. Cycle to work every day, ride the bike on the weekends.
How many kilometers do you do in a week? Like 300-400?
Nah, about 200.
200 a week?
Although, yeah, I mean, my journey to work is only sort of 6 kilometers each way. So if I don't do many rides in between,
that's like what, 20, 30 minutes? 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes for me. But
I
that's
used to run 5 kilometers a day.
Nice. Have you been running recently?
No, man, it's cold and wet now. I don't run. I don't like the treadmill, so I just go to the gym now.
Nice.
What's up, Ron?
Hola, silent. Well, Ron is empty sense.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Cool. Yeah, I've had lots of accidents. If I showed you my leg, how can I show you? Will this work? If I can stay to my legs.
Why don't you just take your pants off? Wouldn't it be easier?
I don't give everyone the satisfaction. Yeah, my legs are fucked. And yeah, I'm always falling off. I got loads of scars and just, yeah. I fell off my bike going uphill a while ago. Who the fuck does that?
Well, only a Welshman like you can do that.
I try. So what's Canada land saying? What's going down? What temperature are we hitting up there?
I think we're at 12 degrees today. It's okay. Like I'm just wearing a light jacket. It's kind of crisp. It's a little bit wet outside, so it's not the best, but I still crack the window, when I'm driving.
Not fair.
But I've been going to the gym heavy, bro. Heavy.
Nice.
Do you know who Margie Noir is?
Margie.
She's always a guest on Smelly Streams.
Oh, that pretty lady.
The pretty lady, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Dude, I just think about her in the gym and I start hitting new PRs, man. I'm on the bench, dude. I usually bench 225. I was benching 255.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. I was benching. I was like, Margie.
Nice.
I did 100 pull-ups on Tuesday.
Fucking hell, man. That's ridiculous.
I did 50 at the beginning and 50 at the end. Like all for Margie.
Jesus, man.
You gotta check out Margie Noir, man. She'll make you get your gains up.
If I do 10, I'm like chuffed.
Well, I don't do 100 in a row. I do like 10, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, like that.
Sets of 10 is still good, man. And I do sets of 10. I gotta break down to 2 sometimes.
But I remember when you
couldn't
just
even get in there,
Yeah, but I remember you couldn't do 1 at the beginning, and then you started training and you were doing sets of 7, 8, 9. I
know. I need to get back to that.
Yeah, man. The pull up will just really shape your body nicely. It's a really good exercise. I mean, look at it. It's pretty flawless.
So fucking egotistical.
Good, man. It's a new side of Sprout. We used to have a timid Sprout. He used to come and be like, hi guys. You were like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm doing okay, I guess. I got this Kuros. And yeah, nothing new. Now you're like, look at my fucking legs. Look at my fucking mountain bike. I broke that bitch. Pull up. Look at my body. We got a new Steve.
Yeah, like I said, I've been quite quiet over the past 2 years on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm thinking about changing my channel a bit. And I'm like introducing some new stuff.
Like
You
what?
know, like not just I've been doing fragrance stuff. I might talk about biking. I just talk about some of the things I do because I feel like I'm quite dedicated to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah, you
yo,
are.
fucking been doing this shit and just like cold
Mhm.
showers and all the crap. Like I
Yeah.
was gonna do a video and I took a cold shower every day and this is what happened.
You should, man. That would be a great video.
Yeah.
Better than this horseshit fucking Creed Viking, Creed Aventus, Club de Nuit Intense Man. Like, buddy, how many times can we talk about this shit? I want to see Steven Sprout in a cold shower.
I was thinking about doing that as the introduction.
That it would be great. It would be great.
Uh,
Did you have your martial arts today or no?
I did, man. It was good.
Yeah.
I've been after yesterday's workout. I was doing a bit of splits and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like I pushed past something. I'm able to like hinge the hips now. That was one thing I was struggling with. Like at the end of the warm up, we kind of sit down with the legs spread,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of reach over and sort of grab the
Yeah,
toes,
Yeah.
and also just like rotating round.
Yeah.
I really struggled to like do that hinging,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been sort of focusing now on lower back stuff. And I think, the past week I've been doing lower back stuff, and that's paid off really well.
That's good, man. Yeah, doing the splits really helps release lower back tension too. And I mean, it's the hardest stretch, right? But it's really good for you.
Hey, Danielle. Yeah, like I do this thing where I squat down and kind of just push my legs out with my arms.
Yeah.
In a really, really deep squat.
Mm-hmm.
And just focusing on keeping the heels down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, this stream's like, everyone's like expecting fragrances, but here we are talking squats.
Well, let's talk fragrances, man. What's your scent of the day? Let's talk fragrances.
What's your scent of the day?
Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boisy.
Never heard of it. There's so many new releases that
It's like an iris. It's an iris scent. I don't think you'd like it. It's an iris based scent. It's soft, it's powdery, it's sweet. I don't even like it, but I'm wearing it.
Well, my scent might be a similar thing as Dior Homme Parfum
Mm-hmm.
or Dior Homme Parfum. And yeah, that's kind of, well, it's not soft, it's very, very strong.
Yeah, that's what
One
you're
of the
wearing?
strongest. Pardon?
That's what you're wearing?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so we're wearing a similar scent. They're both iris based.
There's someone. Is the link active?
Yeah, you were live.
Yeah, I know, but for other people to view, I got somebody joining. They can see the link.
Well, you didn't post it. How would
No,
they join?
I've only sent it to you.
Yeah. Why
You
did somebody
invited me
else
on.
try to join?
Yeah,
That's Aram.
Wiz.
Yeah, let him in. That's Aram.
Well, you sent him the link.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me? Good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You just disappeared. There you go.
How you doing, Steven?
I'm well, thank you. How are you? Sorry, I was really confused then because I haven't broadcast the link, and then somebody just joined, and I couldn't see your video. Well, it's gone now again, actually.
So, I wanted to ask. Well, I don't know. I didn't know. Kevin just sent me the link, but I think that we could both agree that Koros is amazing, and we should educate our dear friend Kevin about Koros. What do you think?
I'm down for that. Yeah. What don't you like about it, Kevin?
Is this an intervention? Is this an intervention? I'm being cornered. It just smells like piss. Like there's nothing attractive about it. To be fair, I haven't ever sprayed it on myself. I'm afraid.
You're afraid?
I will say that I can see that because once upon a time, I basically, we were coming back to Wales and we stopped in this kind of a layover, and it wasn't like a petrol station or whatever, and it wasn't like a big one. Like, there's a few big ones on the side of the motorway, loads of clean toilets. But there was a proper small shop and had 2 toilets. And I walked in there and it fucking stank. And I thought, yeah, that smells like Kurot. And I was like, holy shit, I can see why people make that connection now. And they say that. But yeah, instantly. but I still love it. I don't
I love it.
I don't get it when I spray it on it, but I can definitely see this.
Yeah. The thing is that that's how it is probably the first half hour, right, Stephen? And then
Yeah,
after a while,
it's the top notes.
then after that, it just becomes something incredible. It's just magic. I mean, I know you got. Sorry, go ahead.
I need to post a review of it because I always do first impression videos and not really like reviews nowadays. I know I've worn Kouros. I track my scents on base notes and I've worn Kouros about 94 times. So I fucking know that scent,
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard. I know you got like a lot of bottles.
Yep. Yeah. They're all I got one like new bottle. Out of curiosity mainly because, the difficulty with vintage stuff is how much of the vintage, when you compare vintage and new stuff, like time obviously plays a big impact, versus a whole, it's reformulated. So I've bought a new bottle of Kouros to see how this will be in 10, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity.
You're really planning ahead for that experiment.
Yeah, man. I've done the same with Fahrenheit actually as well. Like I've got a bottle of the new stuff and tons of vintage. So I'll wear the vintage until they'll last me 10 years probably. And then I'll try the new stuff then. That's vintage then to see how it does stack up.
Steve, your chat's blowing up with Ron. He says Kouros is life. It is the spark within us. He was in Europe and got a ticket for wearing Kouros.
That's Ron? Ron said that?
Yeah. He also wants to know which fragrance you wear when you do your squats.
Yes, whatever the scent of the day is at that given day.
And the ticket was for indecent exposure. What's up, not in the know?
Yeah, what's up? Well done, Kev. You're doing a good job of hosting here. I was about to say.
Oh, I know you're rusty. I just want to.
I was about to say hello, not in the know, but we're talking, isn't it? It's a bit rude to sort of break the conversation.
Yo, Diploma set. Dude, he's from way back, man. I haven't seen that guy in the chat in years.
I can't see the chat, but he's there.
Do you remember Diploma set?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's old school.
Hey.
Look at you, man, bringing all the stars.
I know you're wearing pants,
So we're on Steve's channel.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very often I do videos, especially streams. But yeah, so I do need to review Kouros at some point because I just don't post reviews. And like I said, so with my collection, I've honed it down. I've basically honed my collection down over the years now, and all the stuff I have, I wear often. So, like I said, I track all my fragrances and base notes, and I can see I have things I've worn like 40 times. So I love, I know this scent, and I just need to start reviewing shit. Like, all I ever do is just push first impressions up, and they're never very good. Like with a review, you can sort of plan ahead, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I like that about base notes. I mean, how long have you been tracking your routines and your,
2018 or so.
Oh,
I used to do it on I used to do it on Fragrantica, but it cuts you off after 6 months. I think it deleted all my history of it.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just a bit of a stat nerd. I like sort of seeing my most worn fragrances and whatnot. I also use as a way of basically seeing if I don't wear stuff and I sell it off. Because you end up having loads of fragrances that you sort of enjoy and like, but then you just can't really sell them for some reason. You have this weird attachment to them, and then I kind of use stats and think, I can get rid of this shit and actually wear it.
Exactly. I don't like bottles collecting dust. I mean, my wife tells me I collect them, but I don't want to be a collector. I'm like a user. I want to use these things.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not a hoarder. I want to use these things, man. These things are going to outlive us, so just spray it.
Yeah.
But
I'm a hoarder. My fragrances I'm holding a lot. Like, my bottles of Kouros, I got so many backer bottles this bit beyond. But sorry, what were you about to say?
No, sorry, hold on. Hold on. Just answering my text right now.
That's all right.
Yes, yeah. I actually got the new bottle of Kouros, man, and at airport, I sprayed it on, and I was pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. of course, it's not as dank. It's a little cleaner. It's less dense, but it wasn't horrible. I was expecting worse. So, you know, I mean, it's not nothing like the original, but it's not blasphemy. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
my opinion. What do you think? Have you seen? You don't like the new one at all, or
No, I like it. It's the new one that got me into the fragrance in the first place. I remember when I
Mhm.
first tried it in like a department store. I don't know. I just thought, oh, it's kind of a bit nasty. But once it dried down, then I started to appreciate it, and I wore it a couple of times and ended up buying a bottle. And then I kind of went down the whole vintage hunting kind of rabbit hole.
You ever
Yeah.
try
So-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, have you ever tried Azaro Silver Black or Onyx?
No.
Yeah,
You guys-
Patrick sent it to me. It's good.
What do you think of it? I think it's good.
Yeah, it is good.
Like if you like Kuros and Azaro Porom, like it'll be right up your alley.
Is it a new release?
And not old. It's like maybe 20 years ago.
Okay.
Not like old vintage stuff, but it's
That's
It's
another
got
I
the-
like though. Azara
no-
Porom is great.
I think Silver Black is better than Porom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like it's fresher
Fresh.
and it's more
That's right.
it's
Yeah.
more
so that
wearable.
doesn't sound my kind of thing in that case then.
I bet you'd like it, man. It's cheap too. You get it for like $20.
Yeah.
But these guys were talking
Bro, I'm
about.
actually fucking buying amouages and shit. Like, innit?
Oh shit, Maji, big baller Sprody.
Oh yeah.
These guys were talking about Giacomo de Giacomo. I got to get my hands on that.
Ah yes. It's meant to be
Steve, have
really
you tried
smoky,
that?
I think.
Steve, you tried that one, Giacomo the Giacomo?
No, I think I had maybe when I very first got into fragrances in like 2016. I bought a bunch of these mini vintages, and I think there may be one in there, but a few had gone off. Like the top notes were just gone, and there were splashes whenever you wore them. But no, I think that's a quite a smoky scent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's clove. It's got clove and lavender, and it's got a full of notes. But it's now you gotta get the older one because I think Mr. Clean, he's one of these guys on in Smelly's channel, whatever. He loves Giacomo, and I love it also. It's amazing. But he
Nice.
said that the newer formulation is crap. So the one with the black bottle, I think it's from like 1980, and that period and everything. But it's great. I love it. I really do. If you love lavender and clove, and I'm in the hotter weather. I'm over here in Miami, but I love it. Yeah. But Azaro Porom, which Kevin was talking about, I fell in love with Aramis Tuscany recently, man. I had it for so
Ah,
long,
yes.
and I was kind of like, it's okay. But I tried it again, and I was like, wow, man, it was a love. I'm glad that I revisited, if you know what I mean. That happens.
Yeah, I had a vintage of that which I sold in kind of haste. I just didn't think there was much special to it. But this
Ah.
must have been about 4 years ago, probably. I got kind of suckered into buying it. Look,
Uh-huh.
it was strange. This guy, I became friends with this guy on Facebook. He's into vintage and stuff. You probably know him. I won't mention his name, but he's like Romanian. And
Okay.
he kind of just like, he was talking to me. And he was like, "Oh, will you buy this fragrance? It was on auction on eBay. And will you send it to me?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then I bought it. I won the auction. And then he's like, "Oh, I don't want it." And I was like, "What? I just bought this fucking fragrance because you want it." And I didn't know the guy that well. I probably knew him for a month, and he's just like some random online guy.
What
So
a
I kept
dick.
it for a bit, and I just didn't really think that much of it.
Yeah.
And I ended up selling it then. So I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't lose money on it. I think I probably made like maybe £5. But yeah, I should have kept it, because I actually was reading about that fragrance a while ago, and I was thinking I'd like to try it again, but the prices on eBay now are just ridiculous.
Yeah. For that one, it's ridiculous. They've gone up. Because
It's so
I
annoying,
remember, Azaro Porom, I really liked. It was in my top 5 for a while, but then I but then I just something about the dry down in Azoraporum, because I really love the anise note in the beginning and everything, and it's just after a while I was like, but Tuscany, Aramis Tuscany has gotten, for me, I've been enjoying it a hell of a, because I think it has anise star or whatever in it also, and people have compared them both, but yeah, it's a great one.
Nice. 1 second. Diploma said, did I delete the video of me emptying a bottle onto myself? No, it's still there. If I recall, the name is A Spray for Every Subscriber, 700 subscriber special. And yeah, I sprayed myself 700 times. I think it was 500 Kouros. It was 500 Quorum, 100 100 Kouros, and 100 Lapidus Porom.
Wow, hold on. You sprayed how much of what?
700 sprays. Like 500 sprays of Quorum, 100 sprays of Kouros, and 100 sprays of Lapidus Porom.
Holy shit. And Quorum is another fantastic one. I love it, but I can't handle more than 4 or 5 sprays of that beast.
No.
Wow. That was a challenge? Did somebody dare you?
I just done it stupidly. I was dripping because I done it for a video. I was dripping, it was running off my head. I was wearing just a t-shirt and I was spraying my arms. They were just glistening. Apparently, Costume National Homme, or Homme EDP, is a good clove fragrance, says Danielson. Yeah, I appreciate you, Dan. By the way, you always leave comments on my videos, which is very nice of you.
Is that a cinnamon one? Is that a cinnamon one he's talking about? I think there's cinnamon in there, isn't that in that fragrance?
I've never tried it.
Okay.
I'm out of touch with the whole fragrance game. The fragrance game nowadays.
Oh,
I was going through Amarge's releases, and there's like 12 new ones since I was last into them.
Shit, man.
So how does it feel to be streaming, Steve? Does it feel good?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm just chilling and chatting away. Didn't think this would be my Thursday night.
What did you expect?
Not sure, really. Just chilling. Hey, Ryan's here. Ryan, this guy's a legend.
Aram, Steven has a real classy channel. Like his guests are all classy. His chat, you look at the chat, it's all.
What the hell are we doing here? What are we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We came to stink up the place, man.
We're here to kick the furniture and just like open his fridge and take something out and just
smoke a cigarette indoors.
Yeah, just drink all his kombucha.
Steve, I love those couches, man. I love them.
Thanks. They were mine, so.
Yeah, I think my grandmother has the same ones.
Nice. No, when I moved into the house, the person whose house it was, I just bought like most of the things.
You told me.
Yeah, no, but I didn't tell the people that I Kev.
Well, fuck the people, man. It's me and you and Aram. And I told Aram. As soon as you told me, I told Aram. Dude, check out this.
I didn't know where the hell
you have to contextualize these things because people aren't aware of me and my life, and that's.
I want to show you
thinking as a host here.
How much do you think I paid for that couch?
$50.
60. How did you guess that?
Huh?
This is a good couch, dude. It's a 3-seat leather sofa.
No, because I was expecting it to be like a bit I'd say bragging in it, like bracard. What the rappers do? Bragacado or something like that? Bracado. They got the fucking in the rhymes.
Braggadocio?
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, I thought you might be fucking like, oh yeah, check out my fucking $3,000 settee, like. So I went low instead, and it worked.
Good tactic, bro. You should play poker.
I skipped out of poker last week, actually. I got invited to go play, and I chose not to.
Good decision.
I made a lot of money elsewhere, so it was a good decision indeed.
Yeah, man. You're making that money, eh?
I'm burning the money.
Money
So where,
burner.
where does that come from?
What?
Give us the etymology of money burner.
Oh, I just wanted to come into Fragcom with the most aggressive name possible.
Nice.
I was looking at your channel, and I thought this guy, he's my main competition. Later, Daniel San.
Bye, Dan.
Later then.
And I thought you were the main competition. I thought Steven Sproat, that's a pretty great name. What can I
Yeah,
do that's
just
better?
made up like
And I thought money. I like money, and I like fire. Money burner. And I was talking to Arrow. I thought, imagine I made my own fragrance. Like I got 10,000 subs one day, and I released my own fragrance. You know what I'd call it? Burnt money. That sounds like an actual fragrance. Burnt money, EDT.
yeah. Nice.
Burnt money.
Burnt money. What would it smell like, man? Just burnt money? Would it just be like one of those, experimental fragrances? I don't think so, man. It would probably be like fresh and stuff, right?
Well,
Stingy.
yeah, it would
metallic.
be massive. Yeah, mass appealing. It would be like something between eternity and Aqua di Gio. Sorry, responsibility and Aqua di Gio.
Yeah.
So tell
Hang
us.
on then. So Stephen, how was your meet up with Killer? Give us the behind the scenes scoop. Do you mean? Well, I've actually met him twice now because he came over on Sunday. But I'm assuming you might be referring to his. Well, has he? Oh, maybe he's posted the video from when we done the meetup. Hang on one sec. I'm just losing my own thoughts here.
Great hosting skills. You remind me of a young Johnny Carson.
Thanks. I'm back on track now. Right. No, so me and Killer recorded a video like a year ago. We went to the capital city here and just met up, walked about. I took quite a few fragrances with me. Yeah, we had a good time, just walking about. We smelled some stuff in a high-end department store. Couldn't tell if
Nice.
Kevin was frozen then.
No, I'm not frozen. I'm listening.
Okay. And yeah, I just walked out, had a drink. I had a half pint. It was a good laugh. Yeah, Killer came down on Sunday and we filmed a video here. We talked about Fahrenheit and we done a bit of a skit for the introduction, so that was cool. And yeah, hopefully he edits that into something funny and you get to see me and him chilling out and just talking shit.
Nice.
Like kind of up there.
Couple of Welshmen just hanging about, huh?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's so energetic and just charismatic. He's got he's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, my mate here, Smelly Vision on the television. See, Josh, I remember this.
Smelly.
Welcome back, Aram.
Aram.
Yo.
Aram
Yo,
is
yo, yo.
everywhere all the time. He's everywhere all the time. He's tuned in, bro. You better be careful with Aram. He knows everything.
Do you have a
I
channel
know
then?
too much. I'm monitoring everything. Everything's being recorded. And if I'm not recording it, I have a team that's recording it and sending it to me constantly, notifying me. So, yeah.
So don't fuck with me.
I want to know why I always end up in streams with bald people.
Because you're one of us.
Hey, man.
You can't deny it, can you? I mean, do you consider yourself bald, Kevin?
No, man, I got a full head of hair. That's a buzz cut. There's a difference. I'm not like you guys, with no hair. No hair.
This is true.
I lost my hair a long time ago, man.
How old were you when it started?
26, maybe. Yeah, about 26.
Damn, you're young, eh?
Yeah.
Bro, I was 13.
I shaved it. What? 13?
Yeah. Just one up to everyone like it.
So
Nah,
so I thought that condition might be from birth. It just started at 13.
Yeah, so like I have alopecia.
Yeah.
Basically, you can't see, my arms are just smooth. And everywhere, pretty much, no hair on my chest, whatever. I can't really grow a beard. Yeah, so when I was 13, I was having a haircut, and they always show you your head from the back in the mirror. And I had like a little sort of triangle at the base of my hairline.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I thought they were like trolling me, you know, like, just shave a little fucking cut in or whatever. But no, I just sort of started falling out from there, and never, when puberty hit, I just never grew hairs really.
But it's like it's kind of convenient,
Yeah, I suppose.
like I guess the only thing, like the only hair I care about is my
Wait,
eyebrow.
we got a super chat here. 1 sec, and Ali's saying no.
Oh man, that was great.
Sorry.
The only hair I care about, like, is my eyebrows, right? Like the eyebrows, like, are the expression, right? But
Yeah.
if I didn't have hair, dude, I wouldn't have to trim my balls out, my ass, my back. Like I'd look. Plus,
I
you
would,
always
I would, but
look.
I like beard though. I like beard though. Beard and eyebrows, but eyebrows first for sure. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, just
like
rub it in, guys, and I just fucking rub it in.
Yeah, but I'm so used to your face. I never look and
Yeah,
think like.
I don't even.
I'm the same, innit?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I can't change how I look really now because I can't have a different haircut. I can't grow a beard. All I can do is change my glasses.
Dude,
I'm limited.
Smelly Vision said you can always get eyebrows tattooed on. Trimming balls is a nightmare. It was a nightmare till I figured out how to do it. I can share my super ball shaving technique if you like.
You could. But first of all, I'm being rude. Hey Ali, it was nice. It was nice. It was nice seeing me talking Welsh in Killer's video. Yeah, Welsh, man. It's a strange language.
Hey guys, I'll try to hop on later. Okay.
All right, man. Peace.
Okay,
I
won't be going for too long, but later on.
All right, man.
Yeah, Smelly Vision wants to know. This is the kind of lowbrow entertainment we bring to people.
I did nothing.
The first thing I do is I use the machine, the trimmer, right? And I open the guard. So I don't it's not the shortest way, like all the way open. And I shave the whole area, right? And you can't nick the skin with that. So I get rid of the bulk. And then I go in the shower. I take a regular, Bic or Gillette razor, 2-blade razor, and I just go at it, man. The razor is less likely to nick you than the trimmer. So just shave it with the razor. And then you don't even got to stretch it or anything. You just go at it. And I put a little soap on there and just keep tapping off the hair. And sorry.
Left me by myself now, innit? Do I bring some entertainment to you?
Play us a tune.
I was getting my plectrum. I'm rusty, man. I'm rusty. I can't think how it goes. I've got a song in my head. I can't remember how it goes.
I am gonna mess around because you love her and you for sure.
Yeah, this will never work into the jamming.
Really love me, but crying at that door. Hey, yeah,
There you go, the viewer just dropped off immediately.
Yo, well done, bro. Well done.
How to kill everyone off.
That was a good one.
By request, eh?
By request and by request only. I remember
Um,
I was in Dubai and there was an Irish guy at this Irish pub. You know, Dubai is crazy, man. Like they got so much money. They opened up an Irish pub and they only hired Irish people.
wow.
And there was this guy there, like this brooding, handsome gentleman, and he was playing the guitar. Like, you know, it was like six people there. And I bought him a pint of beer and he started singing nice songs and stuff. He was like an entertainer there.
Yeah, yeah.
Then he came and joined us, and we had a bunch of shots of what did we drink? Not Jägermeister, something else that was sweet. I don't remember what. I think it was Jägermeister.
Nice. Yeah, in Ibiza, I end up sort of drinking vermouth. Is it? How do you say it? Vermouth?
Yeah, yeah, like in a martini. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I stayed in an Airbnb with this, well, and the guy sort of, he had a shed or something he slept in. I don't really know. But yeah, one night I got back and I'd been drinking and I was waiting for my friends to call me to do something. Ended up sort of drinking vermouth in the back with these two guys, just chatting away. These two Italian guys living in Ibiza.
Just
Yeah.
vermouth?
Yeah,
Was it like Campari or something, or just straight vermouth?
just straight, man. Like, you know, dark
Do
red.
people, yeah, do people drink vermouth straight?
We did, I think. Pretty sure.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine drinking it straight.
Yeah, it was cool. End up sort of going back to, yeah, met up. So I went to Ibiza for a friend's wedding. Met up then with the two groomsmen, like a day later. Went out drinking with them. Met up like 11:30 at night or something. And yeah, went out. It was great. End up sort of in the sea at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
Am I still rocking oud oils? And if so, which ones am I recently wearing? Recently. I am. I've been wearing a lot of Habs stuff, you know. Habs. I've bought quite a bit from him recently, and I just kind of test them in work, basically. Have you ever tried real oud, Kevin?
Yeah, bro, because I'm Persian. And I'm not like dirty white. I'm getting thrilled by every Middle Eastern scent that enters your nose, your olfactory senses. I can't stand oud.
But proper oud.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it, bro. Underwood, any kind of oud, I can't stand it.
Have you ever smelled it burning?
Yeah, man, dude, I'm Middle Eastern.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you smell really good quality shit, does it?
Well,
What? How can you dislike the smell of the burning wood? It's lovely.
dude, it's the thing is, anything that resembles the scent of oud. See, you don't have the scent memory that I might have with oud because you didn't grow up in a Middle Eastern culture, right? So my family, we don't use that stuff in our house. But my friends, my Pakistani friends, my Arab friends, Egyptian friends, whatever, they used to burn this stuff in their house. And like, dude, it just smells like it's just not a good smell for me, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah, to me, oud reminds me of like it's like cheap, dirty. I don't know. I don't like it.
No?
No, it reminds me of the mosque. But I don't vibe with it. I don't even like. I just want to smell like Aqua di Gio all the time.
And yet here you are wearing Givenchy.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't like it, man. I just wore it because I have a completely new bottle. It was a gift. And what are you gonna say when you get a gift, right? You're just like, oh, thank you so much. It's from my ex-girlfriend. She's like, I love this fragrance. I'm like, all right. Well, Smelly's gonna go flush his head down the toilet. That's good. You should hop on Mr. Smelly's stream today.
Nah, I'm gonna be ending this soon. I'm kind of a bit tired.
Wang.
It was an impromptu stream, innit?
It was pretty good though. You did a good stream.
Yeah, I tried. Is it dying down now then? We seem to be talking about it in retrospect. It's like the end of a mushroom trip. Like, dude, that was really intense. But you're like, whoa, we should go in. Whoa.
Roz Scott is like, yeah, you probably wouldn't like
Hey,
if
Josh.
you had your house burning down with you in it or anything. That's funny. Au revoir.
Bye, Josh. No, I got like loads of wood, and the wood is great. I do like the oils, but I kind of bought them just out of curiosity. It's a bit silly. It's like I don't really wear them as a fragrance as such. You know, I put a little swipe on, test it,
Yeah.
and I'll smell it periodically throughout the day and work. But that's it. So
Dude,
with
see-
the cost of some of it, you know, it's a bit expensive just to do that.
Dude, you know what? I'm so glad you said that because that's how I feel about a lot of niche fragrances. I feel like they're not really meant to be worn, or
Yeah.
they are meant, but they shouldn't be worn and displayed. And you shouldn't expose people to that scent, like in an office or like at work, or or in a party. Like it's too
Yeah,
offensive.
I've got some weird stuff like that, right? And Killa and his friend came to my house on Sunday, so they were upstairs smelling my collection. I mean, his friend wasn't too into fragrances. I don't know if you've seen him. His name's Mike. He's been on his channel a few times.
I think so. Yeah, yeah,
Really tall guy.
yeah. The guy with the 6-pack.
Oh, was that? I didn't see it. I didn't go, "Oh, show me your
No,
stuff."
you lying. I know the three of you fucked. Come on.
Oh yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, so they were smelling my fragrances, and I got some stuff like a Regis Adore, these woody scents, and they're like, "Oh, fucking hell, that's strong." And for me, I'm just like, "Oh, that's nothing." But it was then weird, even like Killer being a sort of frag headed himself, to have that kind of reaction to it, you know. And then to some of the oud oils they had that. Oh god, even the oud oils I think are really clean and pretty. Like they smell different than the dipstick, and like, oh Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I think you're really clean and pretty. And if I saw your dipstick, I wouldn't jerk my head back. I'd jerk it down.
Make
Yeah.
sure there's plenty of oil on that shit. Yeah.
The dude, like a lot of niche fragrances that I smell, I'm just like, damn, this would make a better candle, or maybe even just keep it in the bottle and spray
Yeah.
the cap and just like enjoy the smell of it. Because I can appreciate, I'm not a heathen. I can appreciate that there's like complexity and artistry behind the fragrance. But dude, I wore like a very introductory oud is Tom Ford's Oud Wood. I don't know if you smelt it.
I haven't actually.
Yeah,
But I
so
mean,
it's,
when I say that, it's not oud though.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what
it's
I'm
not
talking
oud. But I'm just saying, if someone wants to introduce themselves to the world of oud,
Yeah.
that could be a good entry level oud because it's very gentle.
I never
Like
tried
you
it.
smell it, and I'm like, wow, But I wore it on Friday, and I wanted to like fucking jump in the ocean like you did when you were on Vermouth. I just wanted to get rid of my skin. It was just so cloying, and I just wanted to like. I don't like heavy scents like leather scents, oud. I don't like this resinous type scents. These dark. I don't like it. I don't like
Right.
it.
Yeah, I mean that's my kind of go-to thing, really. I have a couple of lighter fragrances, but they're not stuff I reach for very often. Like I prefer to wear sort of the lighter, fresher stuff in the winter. I find that the cold, sharp air really makes like freshies sing. Like,
Wow, that's
they cut through the air.
such a unique opinion, man. Dude, you have a lot of stuff you could make videos about, man. You're interesting, dude. You got unique perspective on things. You should like that. I've never heard anyone say that.
Really?
Yeah, but I too like to wear fresh scents in the winter,
Yeah.
but not for the same reason. But it's because I'm usually inside, and they turn the heat up, right?
Yeah.
And like I'm in my car and I max out the heat. I'm in my office, I max it. I go to someone's house, it's hot, right? And the last thing you want in a hot house is like some leathery, dark, sweet cherry scent. You want to like, I need a fucking breath of fresh air. Aqua di Gio to the rescue.
Yeah, like most of my time is either at home or in the office. I'm not really an out kind of guy.
Yeah.
If I am, I'm doing something physical like kung fu or mountain biking or something.
Yeah.
And so most of my time is kind of conditioned. The area is conditioned, or whatever. So I don't really have seasonality. Doesn't really matter to me that much.
dude, you got to change your mentality, man. You're like, I'm not really a going out kind of guy, except for when I'm in Ibiza or doing kung fu lessons or entering kung fu tournaments and winning or mountain biking. Like, dude, you are a going out type of guy.
I know, but they're mainly so. I mean, the kung fu isn't because it's a group
You
thing.
know what your problem is? You don't have enough people around you to compare your life to. So you don't know what dude, you know what people do? They wake up at the last minute before they have to. They get to work, they go home, and they start drinking beer and watching TV. Or as you say, the telly. So they don't work out, they don't go out, they don't go out to eat, they don't do any, kind of physical activity. Most people are living like that, right? Like my neighbor he's got a lot of money, man. This guy, all he does is he goes to work at like 6 a.m., comes home at 4, and he starts drinking. And then 3 months of the year, he's in Florida or something. And what is he doing in Florida? Sitting in by his pool, drinking. He comes back red, and he continues. Like, that's his life. He's got this huge beer belly. His wife smokes like a chimney. Like, they're not living a great, healthy life. So most people don't do anything. So when you say that I traveled to Spain, I went mountain biking. I do 200 kilometers a week mountain biking. My friend came over the other day and we talked about oods and this. What else do you want, bro?
I'm not that social overall. Trust me, man.
I do. I know. I talked to you enough to understand that, but also you don't.
I may over exaggerate a bit. Then.
Yeah, man, and doesn't bother me. I hope you do. I think if you change your perspective on yourself, it'll be a good thing for your energy. Like you do good, man. Trust me. And yeah, man. Like I haven't seen my friends since March, dude. I haven't seen them since March. I told them to go fuck themselves, and I didn't talk to them again for a while.
Well, that'll do it generally, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I just hang out with my girlfriend. That's it.
And your online friends.
And my online. That's only been the last 2 weeks since I came back to Fragcom.
Yeah.
Right. So otherwise.
But what are you going to do? Like, just not let this friendship reignite, or are you going to just leave it die, or what?
You're going to take the stream down?
I wasn't really planning to, but
if you delete the stream, I'll get into it.
Yeah, that's fine. We won't do it publicly, man.
Okay, so
we can talk another time.
Oh, you want to keep the stream up?
Yeah. I don't think I've said anything to incriminate them.
I think I have. I'm just
think so. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. What was your question? What was the friend? Dude, this motherfucker. Like, we got a group of friends, and there's this one guy, and he's fucking snapping left, right, and center. Every other week, we'll have to grab him because he's trying to beat the shit out of somebody. He's like 36 years old. But, that's the way he is. He's hot-blooded, but we love him. And
when you say somebody, do you mean out to your group of friends or somebody else?
No, this is someone who's in my group of friends. He's a new member.
He's trying to beat up somebody also in the group or something.
No, not in the group. Just like other guys that we know, But it's like also our friends, but not like in our group.
Yeah.
So he never ends up actually hitting them, right? But like we always tries, and he gets into us cussing them out and stuff. And then I remember the last time he snapped. My best friend was like, I don't want to talk to this guy anymore. I'm like, no, bro. Like you have to accept people for the way they are. He's good to you. His heart is good. He might be going through something. Maybe that's just his personality, but you got to take people as a package, and you have to be forgiving, right? Because forgiveness is the greatest gift. So they went and sat down with him, and they had a heart-to-heart. They're like, hey, man, like this. And then he started crying. The guy started crying, and they became friends again. And for me, I was like, dude, you were always I don't give a shit what you do. Like, you think you're bad? I'm bad. Like, you think you get angry? I get angry. Anyway, fast forward a few months. I get upset, and I don't beat anybody up. I just storm out of a birthday party because I'm upset. I storm out of that birthday party. They didn't call or text me once since that day. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't reach out to me once.
Yeah, that is shitty.
That is
But, I mean,
shitty.
these are your bros like for years and years.
Dude, this is my best friend for 21 years. What are you talking about? 20 years.
I didn't know that
I'm his
thing.
closest friend. He's my closest friend. Not one call. None of the guys in the group. By the way, they come to my house all the time. They had a key to my office. They were coming here and hanging out when I wasn't here. Like, fucking hell, man. I did business with one of them. Like, not even they don't even reach out once, these cocksucking motherfuckers.
Ryan here says I keep losing touch with real friends and shit. It's true, man. You know, I've realized myself that sometimes you have to be the one to initiate stuff. Everyone's so busy with life, you know. Like you often say to me in there, like, "Hey, man," and it's often you starting to talk to me. But like, you know, that's a good thing. I appreciate that. But it's something I've realized that I tend to do myself often. Like, you know, just I don't really get people messaging me saying, "Yo, what's happening?" But then that's just how it goes. I'll just try and reach out to people from time to time and fuck
Yeah,
it.
but
Like,
the difference here is
no, it's a totally different thing. I know.
Totally different thing, right? They just want to cut me out. So I'm like, you know what? I messaged him in August, right? After April, May, June, July. 4 months went by.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what's up, man? And he's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, bro, you don't want to reach out? He's like, I thought you needed space. I'm like, for 4 months, I need space. Bro, a weekend, a few days, tops. Then he's like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, you're fucked. I texted him, I'm like, dude, you're fucked. He's like, yeah, eh? I'm like, yeah, man, you're fucked. Like, what kind of friendship is this? That guy, his name was Payam. I'm like, Payam, we fucking forgive. And he's only been in our friend group for a year. Me, you've known for 20 years. You don't want to reach out, see if I'm even alive? Then he's like, you're the one who convinced me to forgive him. I'm like, oh my God, I fucking blocked and deleted him. Fuck him. Yeah, bro. Like, fuck these people, man. Like, I keep running it in my head and I keep thinking like you're trying to give them credit, right? And I'm like, yeah, I was a jerk for storming out of that birthday party. But I didn't hurt anybody. You know, I didn't like get violent. I didn't cuss like him out or it was nothing to do with him anyway. It was some girl that was there. I got into it with her and I was like, you know, fuck this place. So I keep thinking like, what credit can I give him and how is it my fault? And would I ever do the same thing? I'm the opposite, bro. I'm the opposite. If I see my friend storm out, I'm leaving with him. And then I'm going to convince him to stay. And if I can't, I'm going to go see him the next day if he doesn't answer the phone. Then I remember one time I got into this problem and I ended up getting really hurt. And the guy I expected least to be there for me calls me and he's like, hey man, where are you? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. I'm like, dude, I'm all fucked up. I can't walk. And he's like, what? He hung up the phone, showed up at my house 30 minutes later. And he carried me into his car and took me to his coffee shop. He owned a coffee shop and we just chilled there all day. And he's like, yo, every day I'll come pick you up, man. What the hell? You're going to sit at home alone, get depressed. I was like, see, this is a fucking friend, bro.
Yeah.
But people, you know, they're like, everything is according to convenience. Like, it's easy to be someone's friend when you're drinking, having a good time, you know, everyone's doing great. That's not a friend. That's just company, right?
Yeah.
The friendship is formed through hardship.
Difficult time together,
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I'm the same, you know. Like, I have a lot of acquaintances. Most of my friends are back in my hometown. I've lived where I do now for many years. And it's only the past 2 years I've actually got to know people around here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of developed friends from there. But it's mainly people from work who I talk to in work, and I'll go drinking with them sometimes. But as you say, it's a matter of convenience. You know, we wouldn't sort of hang out if it wasn't going out for drinks.
Yeah.
And I don't really drink very often, or I'm not much of a drinker. So I'll tend to maybe not do that because it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
You know, I was going mountain biking with a friend from work, and he said we'll go do something, go to the pub afterwards, have a pint, and I'm just like, what's the point of having one pint?
Well, you could always just drink club soda. You don't have to drink.
I don't know. I guess it's the social aspect of it, isn't it? I can go, but again, like, just I think what's the point having a pint, because like one pint seems to sort of think, well, it doesn't really do anything to you.
Well, some people enjoy the taste, but don't let drinking stop you from socializing. Like
No,
you should have a Coke or water.
it's not that I don't drink at all. I just generally choose
I
not
know.
to. You know, I've probably drunk 4 times this year.
Yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Like, so I believe that most people are mostly evil. That's what I believe. You know, they say like there's like, and I'm not a pessimistic person. You know me, dude. You know, I'm like I always think positively, right? And like
Yeah.
I'm all about growth and helping and all that shit. But I'm also not an idiot, you know. I don't think most people are good. I think everybody has good and evil in them,
I'd say so, yeah.
you know, and that the evil side is actually greater than the good side for most. So most people are mostly evil. That's what I believe. And it's not that most people are doing evil things. It's that most people don't have opportunities to display their evil side because it's more convenient for them to do the good thing. But if convenience was there, they would do the evil thing. I'll give you an example. How many
Yeah,
times?
actually, you kind of lost me on that one because I would have thought doing evil.
Okay,
is
check
also
this
a
out.
thing.
Check this out. All right, man. You're on the bus, right? Old lady comes on. You stand up, right? You give her your seat. That's
You didn't
easy.
want to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's easy. People see. They say, "What a gentleman!" You feel good about yourself. And what is it? It's standing up for 10 minutes instead of sitting down on a dirty bus seat. But how many times do you see videos where 2 people are getting into a fist fight and 20 people stand there and watch and encourage it? It would be so easy for those 20 people to stop that fight without anybody getting hurt. But there's a risk you might catch a punch. There's a risk. There's a risk you might get your shirt torn. You might get a scratch. But instead of helping, they'll let it happen because it's more convenient. And there's too much.
The bystander effect of that, isn't it?
Yeah, that phenomenon exists. Yes, that's occurring there. But it's also the fact that they just don't want to put themselves in the line of danger to help a stranger, right? So they would rather just see them hurt each other than help and possibly get a little hurt themselves, right? This is evil. That's evil to watch. It's like watching 2 dogs fight. People stop dogs from fighting. They piss and moan and cry about a dog fight, but they see 2 people, 2 of our brothers are fighting, and they say, "Oh, it's okay. Let's film it, put it on Facebook." Right? That's evil. I don't care what anybody. That's evil.
Yeah,
I'll give you an example, man. Here's a battle of good and evil occurring in me right now. I hired a guy to go do pest control in one of my houses, right? I had mice in the house, so I hired him to go over there and put traps and bait stations or whatever. Guy never sent me the invoice. It's been 2 weeks. I think he forgot to bill me. Now, I haven't reached out to him yet, right? But I am going to, right? But every morning I think about it. I'm like, why didn't this fucking guy bill me? Is he waiting for the end of the month or something? Like, did he lose my number? He has my address of that house. He could put a letter there. But I texted him like, dude, you're gonna email me the invoice, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, here's my email, here's my name, here's the address. Like, send me the bill. Never did. Now, most people, I believe, wouldn't ask for the invoice. And I'll tell you how I know. Because I have my own customers who I forget to bill, and weeks go by and they don't ask me for the invoice. And then I reach out to them and they say, oh, yeah, send it to me. Right? And Not in the Know says people are generally good. People are generally doing good things because it's convenient to be. But when the opportunity comes where it counts, just like we said, it's easy to be a good friend in good company. But how about when it's not convenient? When somebody is pissed off and gets upset, right? And you don't want to deal with their bad mood, right? Like my friend over here who doesn't reach out to me after 7 months, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's not good. It's not evil.
Yeah.
But, Aaron, people are generally good because they generally have lives that don't put them in situations where they need to risk anything, right? That's what I believe. Doesn't mean
Well,
I'm pessimistic.
I was going to point out what Not in the Know said, because I think I'll agree with that. I think I always saw the worst in people maybe before, but I have come to the realization that generally people are good. For example, I'll get deliveries to my door, and I put a note, put it under my car wheel because my car's always parked outside. And sometimes I come there and the parcel's like resting at my door, and I live on a main road. People walk up and down the street
Yeah.
all the time. And if that got delivered at 10 a.m. and then I get home at like 9 o'clock in the evening, then nobody's taken that. That's quite a good sign. I think people would have seen it for sure. I don't know. Like, there was an example. I sold stuff on eBay. I sent the guy the wrong item. He contacted me to say it was the wrong one that I sent him. But he said he was looking to buy this one anyway. So I said that, pay me £70 and you can have it. And when I posted the correct item to him, I put my PayPal address on a piece of paper, and he sent me the money. He could have just as easily taken that and not paid me.
Yeah, I mean, there's examples of both.
Yeah, of course.
It's
a minority would be evil, but I can understand your points here.
It's not that people are
the
evil.
convenient thing. I can see that for sure.
Yeah, it's like, man, I don't see the worst in people. I don't want it to come off that way. Well, actually, I don't care how it comes off because I know what I feel, right? But I don't know what do you guys think. But what the point I'm trying to make is that I don't look at the worst in people. I always treat people expecting. I'll give you an example. I got a customer on Saturday. He's like, I don't want to do e-transfer for the deposit. It's a $6,000 bill, and he's like, I don't want to do e-transfer for deposit. Can I give you a bank draft or a check? I'm like, yeah, of course. But, he lives far, man. He lives like 45 minutes from my office, and I don't want to make a trip and waste the time and money to go pick up the check. I'm like, you know what, man? Forget the deposit. Just give it to me at the end. When I'm there, at the end, just give me the check. He's like, oh, I'll pay you 100%. I'm like, yeah, I know you will. But I don't know that he will, right? True, yeah. But I'm assuming. So I look for the best in people. I'll give you another example. I was talking to Aaron about this. One of my good friends, this girl, asked me for $1,000 while she was in the Dominican Republic, right? Her partner is Dominican, and she was there visiting, and says, Kevin, my wallet got stolen. I have no money. Can you give me $1,000? Can you transfer me $1,000? So I was like, all right, here's my thinking process, because I used to lend money as a business before. I said, all right, she can somehow access her bank account to withdraw the money, but she can't access anything else to get any of her money. Like, if she owns $1,000 in some account somewhere and she can get to a bank account to withdraw my $1,000, because she didn't want a Western Union, she wanted me to e-transfer to her bank account, then for sure she can access her funds. But I thought, if I'm going to assume she's going to pay me back. She says, Kevin, I swear I'll pay you back on the 24th. I'm like, yeah, no problem. 24th of September. I gave her the $1,000. Thank you, you're saving me. What do I hear? 1 week later, nothing. 10 days later, nothing. October 5th, nothing. October 6th, nothing. October 7th, hey, Vanessa, how are you? Hey, Kevin, I'm going to pay you back as soon as I get paid. Okay, today's the 13th. Like, what? Do people get paid once a year? You get paid every week or every other week. Then I said yesterday, hey, Vanessa, like, when do you think you're going to give me that money? As soon as the bank releases the funds. Holy fuck, here we go. Here we go with the fucking cocksucking stories, right? Why don't you just be a real motherfucker and tell me, Kevin, I don't want to pay you back. Or say, Kevin, I'll pay you back in 3 months. I always tell people when I lend them money and I want it back, I say, listen, man, if you're not going to pay me back, just tell me you're not going to pay me back. And I tell my customers the same thing. I say, if you're not going to pay me, just tell me so I don't waste my time chasing it. Because guess what? I'm not going to go to court. I'm not going to sue you. Like, I'm not going to fucking go do any of this horseshit. If you're not going to pay me, just tell me. Then I can just delete it from my mind. I'll stop counting that money. You know what I mean?
Man, I need to buy a house in Canada because I can get you to sort my heating out. Yeah, Kev, come do my fucking heating.
No deposit.
Yeah, no deposit. I'm a good mate.
I swear to God.
Steve, you're going to pay me back? No. Fuck off.
I try to make a point, to like do good things that are inconvenient. I try to, and like I don't want to come off like I'm talking about like myself too much, but every time I see
No, you're not, Kev.
huh?
I think.
Every time I see, I'm making a lot of noise, bro.
I've done nothing. I could hear something again.
It's like snowy.
What's happening? I went on off full screen. Different?
No, it's terrible.
Anything but any different?
Yeah, it's good now.
Strange.
Anytime I see someone with a flat tire, I pull over. If I'm on the highway and I see it soon enough, I pull over. If I'm on the road, I make a U-turn and I'll help them. I'll do it for them. And I say, let me help you. Let me do my best to help you. And I'm like, okay, this is like inconvenient for me because I'm dressed, I'm ready to do my thing, and I gotta fucking get down on the ground, get my hands full of grease and dirt, and sweat in the summertime, all this. But bro, you have to, and my intention is just to do something good because it makes me feel good, right? It's a selfish reason to do it. I just feel good doing it. But we need to be willing to do things that are inconvenient, like just because it's good for the world. Everyone's worried about the fucking melting glaciers. Why don't you go help someone with their spare tire, with their flat tire? Holding a door is not enough.
Start a bit more local, as we're saying.
Yeah, man. Like I always say, help with your community around you. First of all, help yourself. Okay, don't be a miserable fucking sad sack. Help yourself, because if you can't help yourself, you can't help anyway. From there, help your neighbor. Help the guy you see on the street when you're driving. Then worry about the glaciers.
This bigger picture, man. Think about it. Save the ozone. Save the world. Not just one person now.
Yeah, well, let me know when you figure that out.
Where's the hose at, Kevin?
Shit, man.
Shit. But no, I'm the same with money. You're talking about lending. It's fucking annoying how, like, I've lent money to people, said, right, do you pay me back by this date? And like you said, you just don't hear back off them at all. Very frustrating.
Well, what are you gonna do, man? Like, people
not lend money. That's been my policy nowadays. I'm like,
yeah, but I can part with the money, but I didn't want to part with the friendship, right? And like Aaron was telling me, like, he lent somebody money and said, you know what, man, this is a gift, because he didn't want to allow it to come between them, right? Well, like the $1,000, like I want it back. It's $1,000. I'm not rich, so I want it back. But and she asked for a loan in an emergency situation, and dude, I need that money, right? Like I don't need it, but I want it.
And to not like contact you back and stuff.
Yeah, man. Like the worst.
Reach out to them. Yeah, that's the worst part. Is like I'll have this money. I'll pay you back in 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
2 weeks comes, and then you have to be like, so that money you owe me.
Yeah, and then you're the asshole for asking for it.
Yes, fucking annoying, right? People, man, people are the worst at times.
Dude, I've never borrowed money in my life. I really haven't. I've never borrowed money from anybody. I mean, I'm blessed because my parents aren't broke and they're always there for me. But I've never borrowed money in my life. Like I've never ever asked a friend, "Hey, man, can you lend me like $500? I just need $500 right now."
Yeah,
like,
I've only off my dad. That was in a dire
time. Never a friend.
Like I'd never think of asking a friend really. I mean, the position I'm in life doesn't have to, but even
I remember. Rest in peace to your dad, bro. I remember, man, when I lived in Calgary, I had this company and it was doing really well. And then people that I used to hang out with at the coffee shop and stuff, they all knew that I was doing all right. So one of them started borrowing money from me, and they were all like, just broke, right? They were just like stupid kids who had no money, and they were asking for like, $100, $200, $300. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these? I remember one night went to the casino, and I knew they had no money, but I had no friends in Calgary, so I took these two guys. They were fucking clowns. And I'm like, you guys want to go to the casino? Like, we don't got no money. I'm like, I know, don't worry, I got you. So I brought them back to my place. I poured them drinks. I got them good and drunk, and we went to the casino and I bought them drinks and I gave everybody $100. And I said, here, man, go play something, right? And this fucking guy, and I told the guy, I said, listen, though, if you win, if anybody wins, we split it 3 ways. I don't want to hear nothing about it. If I win, we split it 3 ways. If you win, we split it 3 ways. So this motherfucker won, and he ran out of money, and I backed him up again. And I'm like, he was having a good time, and we were having a good time watching him play. He was doing all right. So, but he went down. I'm like, here, take another 100, take another 200. He won. And then I was like, all right, man, split it up. He's like, oh, really? And I was like, you piece of shit. Like, I wanted to fucking slap him. I'm like, are you seriously asking me? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I fed you. I fucking, the only thing I didn't do was fuck you.
Why did I these guys?
Yeah.
Where's my hand job?
Last time I ever do that, man. People, I'm telling you, man, people, they're mostly evil, but they don't have opportunities. The opportunity to demonstrate doesn't come across every day. Right? It's not about being pessimistic. It's not about treating people differently. It's just the truth. You know this Jordan Peterson guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did this, I went to that university that he was a professor at. And he was saying that people think if they lived in Germany in the 40s, in the late 30s,
Would have gone with it. Like,
that's right. And he's like, he does a social experiment with his class, and then they realize all of them would have been Nazis. He's like, dude, you would have all been Nazis, right? Now, what does that mean? Does it mean they're evil? I don't know, right? I don't know. I mean, it is evil to be a Nazi and hunt down the Jews, but right? Like, that it's just a fact, man. Most people are mostly like, wouldn't the noble thing to do if you had no way out, if you had no way to not be enlisted into the Third Reich, the National Socialist Party of the Germany, right? If wouldn't it be to kill yourself?
Yeah, try and run away or kill yourself.
Right? Evil comes out in hard times. I think she said it perfectly right there, Margie, because that's what I've been talking about this whole time. When it's a hard time and it's hard to be good, they'll just crumble. You crumble, right? But people are generally weak as well. Like, we admire the person who eats healthy. Imagine, we admire the person who doesn't do something. That's how low the expectation of good is. You don't shove donuts down your gullet, You don't chain smoke cigarettes. You don't down a fucking case of beer every night. And we say, wow, what a health guy, what a health freak, right?
One thing I've realized is, like, sort of as someone who drank a lot in the past, like, in terms of like quitting stuff, it should be easy because you're actually not doing a thing. Like, surely doing the thing is more difficult than doing it. Yep. Even if it's something as silly as smoking a cigarette or drinking a beer. Yeah, that's surely just not doing the thing is easier than actually doing it. It seems a bit
compulsions.
Yeah,
man. Like, it's just really interesting to me. Like, when I see people, like, I remember my friend, the same friend I'm not talking to. He used to say, "Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy." And I'm like, what does that mean? He's a good guy? Like, what? He's friendly. Like, he told you a joke that made you laugh. Like, you could sit next to him and he didn't attack you. He didn't steal from you.
Yeah.
Is that what makes him good?
Like, what qualities has he demonstrated?
Yeah. And then they become so willing to give, right? And I have a high level of naivety in the moment. I'm naive in the moment because I get caught up in the emotions of that and the energy of the conversation and the company I'm in. and I start to like I give you an example. Some people were at my office, and I gave away like 6 fragrances, dude, full bottles. And that's because in the moment I felt like, I love these people. Let me give something to show how much I love them. And then the next day I thought, I'm like, I didn't give a shit about those fragrances. It was like La Nuit d'Homme, Dolce & Gabbana, Pour Homme Intenso, and Lalique, the lion one, like some bullshit fragrances I don't like. And I gave away like 4 or 5 fragrances, and I was like, the next day I was like, you know what? They didn't deserve that because they wouldn't do that for me. But whatever, right?
Well, it doesn't. If that approach would accomplish nothing, surely.
No, that's fine. Well,
no, I mean, as if everyone thought to himself, "Oh well, they wouldn't give that to me. They probably won't give to them." Then probably we'd be it's like a stalemate, and nobody would give anything ever.
Yes,
so it's good that you felt that way.
Well, is it though? Like I gave, but they didn't need that. It wasn't helping them. It was a gift. Gifts are different.
Well,
the point was
a used bottle of fragrance for starters. No.
Well, it's actually a brand new bottle. It was full, but like, and what do you mean?
Sorry.
Trust me, dude. Like people wouldn't give you a fucking loaf of bread. Believe me. Yo, I go to my neighbor. I'm like, yo, can I use your garden hose in that same house that had mice? I'm like, can I use your garden hose? I'm the owner of this house over here. She's like, oh sure, dude. 20 minutes later, the daughter came. Are you gonna give the hose back? I said, yeah, I'm using it. You don't see me cleaning my fucking siding? She's like, well, I'm just worried. I'm like, worried about what? What are you worried about? A fucking $15 hose? I'm your neighbor, you piece of shit. But this is the way people are, man. Like, I'm naive in the moment because I assume people are good just the way my friend says this guy's a good guy. But dude, you just need one example of him having to sacrifice for you, a small sacrifice, and they won't do it.
Willing. Yeah.
They're not willing, bro. They wouldn't pick you up from the airport. They wouldn't fucking lend you money. They wouldn't buy you a fucking coffee. Most people are mostly bad, and I've yet to be proven. It's been proven to me that most people are mostly bad. No, not everyone's a murderer and a thief.
Yeah.
Good and evil. There's microcosms of this, right? And Aaron says most people suck. It's not that they suck even, dude. It's not even that they suck. Like I could be one of those people that's mostly evil, but I don't suck. I'm generally nice to most people. I know I'm boisterous and like some people call me like a stream bully sometimes, but it's been a while. But I'm generally good, I think. But I don't know. Maybe my threshold is higher. Maybe I need more on the line in order to show my evil side. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Right, but maybe that's what it is. It's just people have a low threshold to flip, right? It's like scratch on my arm. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck about that guy. But for me, I'm willing to lose my arm. Now I sound like a fucking cunt.
No, there's a saying of like the world is only ever 2 meals away from total chaos or something like that. It's something along those lines.
Absolutely.
All it takes is like massive unavailability of food. And then that fucking me attitude will just take over. People be sort of hoarding their own food and it'd just be fucking chaos.
Oh boy.
How do we get on this conversation?
I don't know, man, but it's better than talking about fucking vetiver and oud.
Well, actually, if you smell the different types of vetiver available, you might.
It's amazing, bro. We have a conversation like this. Such a beautiful conversation, an existential, philosophical conversation. You get 6 cocksuckers watching.
10 now, dude.
I ran a stream the other night, and people were pissing and moaning about a fucking stream. And I had 42 people watching. And I told them in the chat, I said, you cocksuckers better leave right now. You're not here for the good. You're here for the bad. Also the internet is a great place to see that most people are mostly evil.
Just want to say here, Margie said, I think there's a threshold and how much you want something.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, Margie, I got to thank Margie personally because I've been having the greatest workouts because of you. I was in the gym today, Margie, and I was doing lat pull downs, and I usually do like 70 kilograms. I took the pin, I put it at 100 kilograms, and I was like, Margie Noir! And then the fucking guy came up to me, he's like, who the fuck is Margie? And I showed him your picture, and that guy started doing like backflips and stuff in the middle of the room. Oh man, Steve, I gotta get back to work, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, it's been a good hour and a half.
Yeah, man, good
I was
stream.
gonna kill it off like about 40 minutes ago, but it's good we went onwards.
Look at Aaron's last comment. Margie is Kev's workout news.
I'll give it a go tomorrow as well, right? When I do a pull-ups.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
see
Just
what- I'll
look
see
up
what
her
you think.
channel, dude. Glad I can help. Yo, she's such a fucking class act, man. Yo, she's one of my favorite people in Fragcom. She's just so
Does
pleasant.
she
Always
have a channel?
good guest. Yeah. She's got a change. She got like 700-800 subscribers.
Margie Noir.
She likes. She's just a fucking.
Does she like Kuros?
She probably would. She just bought Antaeus.
And yes, that's one of my favorites. Hey Margie,
Yeah,
you got to rate Kuros out of 10. This
Yeah.
answer is very important.
You should drop the link. She'll probably come on, man. She's always a good guest.
I'm gonna call it as well, man. Unfortunately,
See,
I'll have to
this
do another
is
stream
why
and invite
you're
people on.
single. This is why you're single, because you always go for
Get the
convenience.
opportunity here.
You're such a fucking nerd, dude. Yo, but I was gonna say Margie is just a straight frag head. Like she's a frag nerd, dude. Like she could talk about fragrances for like 3 hours straight. And you can see it, like she's passionate about it.
Yeah,
And
I wish I could
she
be
loves-
passionate about something. Joking.
Good Lord, man. Good
Sure.
Lord. Yeah. And she loves all that pissy shit that you like, man. Like
I am waiting for a reply like Kuros out of 10. Go.
Oh man. All right, man. We'll see you later, bro.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Kev. Good to talk to you as always.
Peace, brother.
Enjoy your night of
Yeah,
working. Oh shit, it was just me. Spruce the man. Why, thank you, Aram. See, I tried to rhyme that stuff then. Yeah, so I think I will be jetting off as well. I've enjoyed the stream. I'll have to do more of these from time to time. It's difficult to do it by yourself where you just hear talking to yourself now, like I'm doing now. But yeah, I'll have to get people on. Yeah, Aram, it was lovely talking to you earlier. We have chatted in the past, I believe, but nice to see you again. Margie, we'll have to do some kind of stream and get Kevin on or something. That'd be cool. And to everyone else who came by, thank you very much. Enjoy your night. I'm going to have a shower and go to bed. Take care, everyone. Bye.